First priest, state your name and your registry.
Kodash the bar by Yahawah by Yahawah.
Kodash the bar by Yahawah by Yahawah.
Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi barak ahtham.
Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi barak ahtham.
Allah Yashallah, which means to Israel.
Pick up the scroll.
Amayam. GEN.YAHANNA means face the east. This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shamka. Yahawah. Malak. Barak. Batazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Baratazah. Kawah. Hayah. Bashamayim. Nathanawa. Lakam. Ka. Yawam. Wasalak now. Kabawat now. Kasalak now. Kabawat now. Wala'ah. Tabayah now. Manasai one. Above. Hawashai now. Bayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwa. Wala'ah. Salaki. Waha'ala. Wahatapa'araf. La'ayolamyam. Amen.
The Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahawah, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
Akach, the power in the Hebrew. Yahawah. Bahasham Yahawashi. Babakusha.
Nathanawa.
Akach. Larapa'ah. Kamakala. Wakamalawa. Hakach. Latahar. Hamatazari. Hakach. Lahakwayam. Hamathiyam. Hakach. Arakawat. Salaki. Hatama'ala. Lagashan. Bahasham. Yahawashi. Dawala Aman.
Hakach the power in the English. Yahawah. In the name of Yahawashi. Please give us the power. The power to heal. All manner of sickness. And all manner of disease. The power to cleanse the leper. The power to raise the dead. The power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahawashi. Thank you, so be it.
Blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahawah Yahawah
Barakatah Yahawah Yahawashi.
Wa Makiala.
Wa Mayakala.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
Matazavia.
Matazavia.
Alawat Yahanna.
Alawat Yahanna.
Halawabium.
Alawabium.
Hasaranyam.
Hasaranyam.
Hakwatazanyam.
Hakwatazayanyam.
Hakaya Yalyam.
Hakaya Yalyam.
Wa Akwathium.
Wa Akwathium.
Yahawah Bahasham.
Yahawah Bahasham.
Yahawashi.
Yahawashi.
The Wala Aman.
The Wala Aman.
Blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahawashi.
And Yahweh.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commander General Yohanna.
Commander General Yohanna.
The generals.
The general.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
The sisters.
The sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name Yahawashi.
In the name Yahweh.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Ahahayim.
Ahtham.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Azariah.
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 Ma'an.
Ma'ayan.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Aisha.
Asha.
Shemaiah.
Shemaiah.
Wa'aratazah.
Wa'aratazah.
Al-Yathan.
Al-Yathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Ragalka.
Regalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hannah.
Hannah.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yashra.
Yasha'al.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al-Yad.
Al-Yad.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakka.
Yakaka.
Yakaka. Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Balayala.
Balayala.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makal Rad.
Makalra.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Athnapashka.
Adnapashka.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'afka.
Taza'afka.
Wabawa'aka.
Wabawa'aka.
Ma'athah.
Ma'athah.
Wa'ai awalam.
I alone.
Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes
I will lift up my eyes
unto the hills,
Unto the hill.
from whence cometh my help.
From which cometh my help.
My help cometh from the
My
Yahweh,
help cometh from Yahweh.
which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
He
moved.
will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
We're not
slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall never slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
Salakia, Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee
Yahweh shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in,
and thy coming in,
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Damayalka.
Al-Damayalka.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Taku. Salakia. Al-Tashquat.
Wa'al-Tashiqat.
Oh.
El.
Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awiyabi.
Awayabika.
Awiyabika.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Yawan.
No,
Yahamayawan.
no. Say
Salakia.
Awiyabika.
Salakia. Yahama Yawan.
Yahamayawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Amyaka.
Al-Aynika.
Ya'ara Yamwa.
Ya'arim Yamwa.
Sawadah.
Sawadah.
Wayatha.
Wayatha.
Ya'atazawa.
Ya'atazawa.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Al-Tazapawanyika.
Amarwa.
Amara.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakila.
Wadakakina.
Magawa.
Magalia.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yashara.
Shem Yashala.
Agwada.
I would die.
Kaya.
Say it again.
I would die.
I would die. Here, give me.
Kind of, sir. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim. Al Dalayamaka, All Thakarash, All Thashakwat, Al Kaya, Hana, Awayabika, Yahamayawan, Ra'ash, Al Amika, Ya'amim Yamwa, Sawada, Wayata Yawatazawa, Al Tazapawanyaka, Amoria, Lakawa, Wanakankidan, Magoya, Wala Yazakar, Shamar, Awada, Kaya, Nayawatazawa, Laba, Yakadwa, Alyaka, Barak, Yakawathwa, Alahaya, Adawam, Wayashamai, Alayam, Mawa'aba, Wahagarian, Gabal, Wa'amalak, Palashah, I'm Yeshabiah, Tazawar, Gum Ashawar, Nalawat, Amain, Hayawat, Zarawat, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Ashalaham, Kamadian, Kasayasara'ai, Kayabian, Banakar, Kawashwan, Nashamadwa, Ba'ayandara'ai, Hayawa, Daman, La'adama, Shayathama, Nadiyatmawa, Kairab, Wakaza'aba, Wakazazar, Mana'ai, Kal Nasiyakamba, Ashar, Amoria, Naya Rashad, Lanawa, Na'awa, Alahaya, Shayathumwa, Kagogula, Kakwash, Lapanya Roraka, Ka'ash, Taba'ira Ya'ira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Harayam, Kantharadatma, Basa'iraka, Wabasawapafka, Tabahalum, Mala'ai, Punyahum, Koyawan, Wayabakwashua, Shimka, Yahawah, Yabashua, Wayabahoya, Aidya'i, Wayakaparia, Wayabadwa, Wayada'awa, Kaya Atha, Shimka, Yahawah, Labatka, Alyawan, Alkaharaktazah.
Psalm 33 in the English, keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O Yahawah.
O Yahawah.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O Yahawah.
O Yahawah.
For lo,
thy
enemies make a tumult.
Thy enemies make a tumult.
And they that hate thee.
And they that hate thee.
Have lifted up the head.
Have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel.
Against thy people.
Against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said, come, and let us cut them off.
Let us cut them off
from being a nation.
From being a nation.
That the name of Yasharallah may be no more in remembrance.
May be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
They have consulted together
with one consent.
With one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites.
Of Moab.
And
the Hagarene.
Gabal.
And Ammon. And Amalek. The Philistines. And the inhabitants of Tyre. Ashur also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot. Do unto them. Salah. Do unto them. As unto the Midianites. As unto Sisera. As unto Jabin. At the brook of Kizon. Which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
And like Zeb.
And like Zeb.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes as Zeba.
All their princes as Zeba.
And El-Zalmunna.
And as Zalmunna.
Who said, let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves.
The houses of Yahawah in possession.
The houses of Yahawah in possession.
O Yahawah.
O Yahawah.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth a wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them.
With thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
And make them afraid.
And make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahawah.
O Yahawah.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And troubled forever.
And troubled forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou. Whose name alone is Yahawah.
Whose name alone is Yahawah.
Art the most high over all the earth.
Are the most high over all the earth.
We're going to be starting in the book of Exodus, chapter 16. And we can start it from verse 1.
Where's that page at?
We're going to get it in the Hebrew first. Exodus 16 and verse 1.
Iowa. Ma'ayalam. Wayabawa. Cal. Idath. Banya. Yasharala. El. Madabar. Sayan. Ashar. Bayan. Ayalam. Wabayan. Ayan. Hold on. Ayanaya. Oh, hold on. No, that's not it. Yeah. Where was I just at? Sayanya. Become Shah. Ashar. Still like you. Yawam. Lakadash. Hashanya. Lataza Atham. Ma'arataza. Matazarium. Verse 2. Walayanawa. Cal. Idath. Banya. I got it. Yasharala. Al. Masha. Wa'il. Aharon. Bama Debar. Verse 3. Waya Amarwa. Allaham. Banya. Yasharala. Maya Adath. Banya. Yasharala. Al.
You just read that, sir.
No, right here.
No, you just read that. Right here.
Maya Yatan. Maya Yatan. Mawatanawa. Bayad. Yahawah. Ba'arataza. Matazarium. Bashabatanwa. Al. Sayar. Habashar. Ba'akal. Ba'akal. Ba'akalan. Ba'akalan. Ba'akalanwa. Ba'akalanwa. Lakam. Lashabai. Kaya. Hawatazat. Hold on, select me. Hold on. Hawatazatam. Hawatazatam. Athanwa. Al. Hamad Bar. Hamad Bar. Hazaha. Laham Yath. Atha. Cal. Hakwahal. Hazaha. Bara'ib. Verse 4. Waya Amar. Yahawah. Al. Masha. Hananya. Mama Kayar. Lakam. Lakam. Mana. Hashamayam. Wayataza. Ha'aim. Walak Tawa. Debar. Yawam. Bayawanya. Lama Ain. Lama Ana. Anasanwa. Hayalak. Batawar. Salakia. Hold on. Batawar Taya. Hold on. Batawar Taya'am. La'a. Verse 5. Yahawah. Bayawam. Hashashaya. Wahakayan. Wahakayanwa. Ath. Ashar. Yaba Yahawah. Yahawah. Mashana. Al. Ashar. Hold on. Walakwatawa. Yawam. Verse 6. Yahweh Amar. Mashah. Wa'ahar. Wa'aharan. El. Kel. Banya. Yasharala. Irab. Wayat de Athaim. Kaya. Yahawah. Hawatazaya. Atakam. Ma'arataza. Matazarium. Verse 7. Yabakwar. I got it. Wara'ah. Wara'aryatham. Kabawad Yahawah Bahasham Ahthan Thalanath Yakam Al Yahawah Wanakanwa Maha Kaya Talawanwa Alyanwa up to verse 8.
Exodus 16, beginning at verse 1 in the English. And they journeyed from Elam, and all the congregation of the children of Israel came to the wilderness of Sin, which is between Elam and Sinai, on the 15th day of the second month after they departed from the land of Egypt.
How does she read everything? So,
Come on, son.
So what this is talking about is the last couple Sabbaths we've been going over the pretty much the Exodus story. To give you a little backdrop on what was going on, the children of Israel left up out of Egypt, and because of the hardening of Pharaoh's heart, he pursued them with the intentions of destroying the children of Israel. And during this time, the Most High definitely showed out for the children of Israel. He guided them by night by a pillar of fire. He parted the Red Sea. He destroyed the mighty captains of the Pharaoh's army, his choice chariots, his horses. They sank like a stone in comparison to the Red Sea in pursuit of the children of Israel. The children of Israel came out on dry land, and amongst all of these miracles, you're going to see how our people react and the mindset that we get into sometimes, and we definitely have to be careful. But let's keep reading.
Come. Verse 2. And the whole congregation of the children of Israel murmured against Moses and Aaron in the wilderness.
Now you see that. Now get this in your head. Just imagine this. Imagine you're in prison or you in slavery, hard labor, bondage, and a brother comes and frees you. I mean, you see him and his power perform all of these miracles for you, at your expense, for you, to get you out of the captivity that you were in. And then as soon as you cross a line or you get a little hungry, you want to start murmuring against the man that just helped you. I think that's something that we do today. And that's something that's very detrimental to our mind state and what we have to go through in this captivity, because at this point, we need to put all of our trust and our faith in Yahweh and Yahawashi. I mean, there's nothing left on this planet that literally is as consistent that leads us to our freedom. Like it's nothing else out there. It's his rules, and it's either his way or the highway. We've been choosing the highway, and then we want to complain when things go down, when things are rough, when things are bad, when all we had to do was just obey. But we're going to keep getting into it. Keep reading. Verse 3.
Verse 3. And the children of Israel said unto them, Would to God we had died by the hand of the Lord in the land of Egypt.
So they're pretty much saying, like, it's almost like they're saying it would have been a better thing if we would have died in the land of Egypt. Maybe they thought they had better accommodations back in Egypt. Maybe they thought that things was easier. That was a better situation for them in the land of Egypt, in captivity. Keep going.
Come. When we sat by the flesh pots, and when we did eat bread to the full.
Oh, so now they're reminiscing. When we sat around and we ate bread until we got full, you know. Like, they're not thinking about the whips on their back right now at that moment and making the bricks. They're thinking about those few times where we had a chance to sit down and eat bread until we full, you know. We made all the bread. We got our just portions. Keep going.
Salakia, Baba Kishar, if I could.
Come.
The flesh pots and that bread. And the people got content with that. Well, they looked back at that and that was kin, but that wasn't but welfare.
Right.
That was just,
right.
That was a bridge card. That was a bridge card. They was on their Facebook at the time. What do you call it? What's that house? That clubhouse at the time, right? They wasn't getting nothing but a bridge card, but bragging. You see, and then Moses took them away from that.
That's why the scriptures say. That's why the scriptures say, "Is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled?" See, if you're not used to growing your own food and you being a slave and the slave master feeding you,
that's right.
When the slave master stopped feeding you, it's like getting your food stamps cut off.
Right.
That's right.
Now, if you're growing your own food, you wouldn't care if you went in the wilderness.
Exactly.
Because you're going to grow your own food over there. But if you, like some of these brothers right now, you get out of jail and you ain't getting no more free food, then now it's time to kill somebody and go back to jail where it's heat, free food, a bed, and you ain't got to worry about being on the street.
3 hots to the cot. Yeah. 3 hots to the cot. Oh my God.
So we think America is giving us something, and we really getting destroyed by what they giving us.
That's right.
Right. A gift destroys the heart. Keep going.
For ye have brought us forth into this wilderness to kill this whole assembly with hunger.
See, that's what they're worried about. See, now they worried about their little stomachs. But how soon did they forget when there was a whole army behind them that they crossed through a sea? Right. Like, how soon did they forget that? It's almost like, did you not just see a whole sea part and you gonna ask me about some bread? Like, I can't make some bread come out? Like I can't feed you when I just separated a whole sea and killed all your enemies.
And if I may, you know the heavy part about what you just said, how soon did they forget? Meaning that's our problem, not focusing. Right. The Lord told us to keep these laws forever and teach them to your children's children. But if we turn around and forget the Lord's commandments and statutes, we turn around and forget what our enemy just did to us and shot Trayvon Martin.
Right.
We turn around and forget Philando Castile. Yep. We turn around and forget the affirmative action being shot down, and we'll still think we free and we in nothing but danger.
If I may, Baba Kishar. Also, you know, we'll forget the brothers to Akona, what the I.S.U.P.K. has done, feeding all the Haitians up under the bridge where the Christians said, give us their food, we might take it to them. Right. Well, the authorities said, give it to the church, but we took it down ourselves through a F4, category 4 cartel area. We soon forget about the Kentucky 8. You see where a mob of Christians attacked those brothers, and they were still able to go back and rescue the word. We soon forget, if I could, about the Kansas City 4. You see, that's what Israelites do. We soon forget what the Most High has brought us through and start worrying about our stomachs. We work. Go ahead.
I was just saying that is a messed up mentality to have. Like, and when I was in Christianity, like I used to in my ignorance, I used to really question the children of Israel. Because in my head, I'm like, man, y'all seen this firsthand. Y'all was the ones that seen the power of God firsthand in a lot of these situations. And y'all still turned your back. And in my head, I'm thinking I couldn't relate to seeing those miracles in my generation. So I didn't think like, man, they got a better opportunity than me, because they should have never turned their back on the Most High. They seen fire come out of heaven. They seen the sea split. And in my head, it's just like, that is amazing for you to see that and then complain against the person that did it. I would be scared to open my mouth.
And that is why the scriptures say you can't serve two masters. Because the other master is strong that you serving also. But it's strong in your mind to where you persuaded between both of them. You so persuaded between both of those differences that you serving. You serving the Most High, and then you serving the other nations. One of them you're going to end up hating and forgetting about.
Wow. That's so heavy. That is so heavy. But keep going.
Verse 4. Then said the Lord unto Moses, Behold, I will rain bread from heaven for you, and the people shall go out and gather a certain rate every day, that I may prove them, whether they will walk in my law or no.
Our power is a real one, and we really got to understand that, because I look at my emotions, and it's almost like when I might get frustrated if somebody that shouldn't be questioning me is questioning me. It's almost like was that conversation between Job and Yahawah, when he said, well, where were you when I laid the foundations of the earth? Like, Job was asking the Most High questions, and the Most High just paused and was just like, well, wait a minute, where was you when I laid the first? Like, you don't even have you shouldn't be opening your mouth questioning me about anything. But that's what's in my mind when I see, why wouldn't they think that this power that just led them out of captivity, led them through the Red Sea, why do you not think that he can provide food for you? And for you to murmur initially after all he's done for you, it's almost like, oh, you ungrateful. Like, you're definitely ungrateful. And that's a lot of us today. We use his grace as, I don't know, I hope we don't use it as a weakness, but we'll use his grace, get out of a jam, and then go back and do the same thing. The same thing. Keep reading.
If I could.
Come on, sir.
This is interesting right here. You know, the first thing I learned once I passed the officer test, everything is a test. Everything is a test. The scriptures say, the Lord said unto Moses, Behold, I will rain bread. So they complain about food, so he said, I'm going to rain bread for them from heaven. But when I rain the bread, I'm going to give them a certain set of instructions on how and when to gather this bread. Why? So I can do what? Prove them. Or prove me to test them. I'm going to test them. Here's what the Most High see. He see your complaint is, oh, you done brought us out of Egypt away from the flesh pots. You see what I'm saying? Away from the beer and weed. That's what you did. He brought them out away from the beer and weed and all the junk food you can eat. He said, so I'm going to give you some healthy food, but I'm going to test you to see if that's what the real problem is. They're complaining, we hungry. Is that the real problem? You really hungry? Let me test you. So here's your food, here are the instructions. And I'm giving you instructions and this food to test you. Everything, we learned that early.
Or I'm going to give you the food on my time.
On my time.
I'm going to hold the food up, see if you act a fool. See if you ready to kill me. See if you curse out God over some damn food. When you probably don't need no damn food, you just whining. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna hold this food and see what type of behavior you have if you're gonna throw some temper tantrum. And you know, fathers don't care about no temper tantrum. The Most High is the Father. He looking at your little stupid tantrum that you're throwing is you need your behind beat.
Right.
You need to be punished. You see what I'm saying?
Come.
Go ahead.
And the end of that scripture say, what is he testing you for?
Whether they will walk in my law or no.
That's all he want to know. Are you going to obey the law, statute, commandments of the Most High or not?
And this was like a placebo effect.
Oh,
it was like, before you get the kingdom of heaven, I'm going to see if you can get this bread.
Right.
I'm going to see if you can follow instructions to get this bread. And if you can follow instructions to get this bread while you're hungry, then you might be able to follow instructions and get the kingdom of heaven.
But if you can't, otherwise.
Go ahead.
And these are simple instructions because you read the New Testament, it says that my commandments aren't grievous.
Are not grievous.
So in the next verse, he's going to outline what that law is, what that order is that they need to follow in collecting this bread. And you let me know if this is something hard or not to do. Read that next verse.
Verse 5. And it shall come to pass that on the 6th day they shall prepare that which they bring in, and it shall be twice as much as they gather daily.
So he says, on the 6th day, gather twice as much. And we know that goes back to the law because, you know, on that Sabbath day, you ain't supposed to be doing no servile work like that. So he's letting them know, look, gather what you need twice as much on day 6.
And then,
Go ahead.
And then why would it be servile work for the idiots out there that think they know the Bible over the Most High's chosen priest since 1969?
That's right.
Why would it be servile work that these brothers is gathering bread? Because they just got out of captivity. So they're not serving the Egyptians.
That's right.
So why would it be servile work if they was to gather that bread on Saturday? Because it's rank and order in Israel.
That's right.
And if a higher ranking man would have ordered younger brothers to go out and get that bread, then he would be making them serve him, which he would be violating the Sabbath.
Right.
That's right.
That Sabbath day is our day of rest. Like, I mean, think about it. This is something that the Most High did himself. Like, you read the beginning, it said, and he rested from all his work. I mean, are we too good? If the Most High did it, why wouldn't we take our day off? And it's funny how the Christian church want to use that as Sunday, but that's another conversation. Keep going.
Come.
Yeah, verse 5.
Verse 6. And Moses and Aaron said unto all the children of Israel, at even, then ye shall know that the Lord hath brought you out from the land of Egypt.
I mean, just real quick. I mean, this is really stuck in my mind. Like, I don't know why it's weighing that much on my head like that. But can you imagine? Like, have any of us? Like, I don't feel like I've ever seen like a legit like miracle, like the Red Sea parting. Like I've never witnessed something like that. I've never witnessed a baby fall from a 20-story building and live. Like I never witnessed that.
So Lucky, if I can help you paint the picture.
Kind of.
We don't live too far. The school is not too far from the Detroit River. Just imagine the Detroit River parting itself, and we could walk to Canada.
On dry land.
Yeesh. You know.
And then when you get over to Canada,
right?
Now, like, you
the
got
police
the
is
whole
chasing you.
clan behind you. You got the clan from the south behind you with pitchforks and everything.
That's right.
And he leads you right through the Detroit River on dry ground.
You get to Canada.
You turn around, and then he kills all your enemies. He kills them all.
With the water that you just walked through.
And you have the audacity to open your mouth and say, I'm hungry.
That's an Israelite otherwise.
Here is the thing. Here is the thing with that. Time destroys our people's minds. Times destroy their mind. Now, if the white man would have killed Trayvon Martin and then the next day he killed Philando Castile and then the next day after that he killed some other black person, it would be fresh on our mind. But what happens with us, Trayvon Martin gets killed, a month passed by, we back smoking weed and barbecuing. That's right. Then another person get killed, 2 months pass by, we smoking weed and celebrating Christmas and popping firecrackers now.
That's right. That's right.
The bridge card came in, the food came in. Now everybody pretty much back to normal. Coronavirus comes out. Right. A couple people get sick. It scares the hell out of everybody. But after a few months pass by, nobody really caring about the coronavirus no more. They back smoking weed and stripping with their mask on in the strip club. Well, trying to dodge the coronavirus with a mask on in the strip club.
Come.
So after time, people forget about the punishments that God just killed you with.
Right.
Now, if God kills you back to back, then you'll be sitting up there fearing God all day. But if God kills you when he want to kill you, then you don't have no defense to try to smush up and kiss up to God no more. Because time passed by, your small brain that ain't bigger than God's forgot about the death that you just received. You forget about your own damn mama after a while. That's why the white man has Mother's Day. You go give a gift to your mama, 2 months pass down the line, you ain't thinking about giving her a damn thing. Because time destroys black people who ain't focused enough.
So like if I could, I know the brother looking for that scripture, but the paraphrase just said, because punishment doesn't come. I know the scripture you're looking for. I know
Ecclesiastes 8:11. Oh yeah.
That's it.
Let me read it real quick. Ecclesiastes 8:11. Because the sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore, the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
It's fully set in them to do evil, meaning when time passes by, you think it's time to get back. That's like your mama promising you a butt whooping for getting F's in school, all D's and F's. You get home, she get the cooking. You done forgot all about the butt whooping. You think that it's time to, go play the video game, and then your daddy come home and find out you got the F's, and now you're getting your butt beat again.
Worse,
and it's not even gonna be nowhere near close. She really was stalling.
Right.
Go ahead with that scripture.
Verse 7. And in the morning, then ye shall see the glory of the Lord, for that he heareth your murmurings against the Lord. And what are we that ye murmur against us?
And what are we that ye murmur against us? Like that is still plaguing my head. It's just like y'all literally just got y'all got pulled from the dirt, and you gonna question some.
So that's because you gotta be focusing. That's why the New Testament says, and Timothy says, the deacon must be vigilant and sober-minded. You got to be sober-minded when it comes to the Lord, because the Lord is a man of war. And what is war? War is anything can happen at any time. Battle is me punching you in your face, you hit me right back. I punch you in the face again, you hit me. That is a battle. But a war is, I crept up on my enemy in the dark time. We slept around the corner. When he woke up early in the morning, we had guns in their face.
Right.
We shot a few people. The other enemies heard on that side. We moved around. By the time they came over here, we was posted on trees with arrows. War is fluid. It's like something war is unpredictability. That's what war is. War is strategy and unpredictability. And that's what the Most High is. You can't predict the Most High. That's why the Most High say he coming like a thief in the night, and you're not going to know when he coming. Because the Lord is a man of war, and you ain't going to know when the army is coming, the enemies, or the troopers. He unpredictable and he's strategic. So that's what you got to understand. Like when we don't focus on what's going on around us, we end up falling into a trap every time.
come. Baba Kashaf, if I could, sir. So I really, this first 7 verses, this is probably my favorite verse. I like where it say, for he heareth your murmurings against the Lord. The people thought they was in Moses behind. They thought they was going off on Moses and Aaron. They thought they was going off on Moses and Aaron. Why? Because they were the men.
That's the face.
In front. They were the face of this work. They was what you could touch and feel of this work. But the scripture said they were in fact doing what? For he heareth your murmurings
against the Lord.
Against Yahweh. Against the Most High.
See, they was busy cussing out Moses and Aaron. About 300,000 people cussing out them, probably trying to throw something at them.
But
you know, thinking that, hey man, y'all got us up out of here, all up out of Egypt. We ain't even got no food. My kids right here. You know, people quick to point at their kids.
They throw their kids in the mix.
My kids right here starving, man. Meanwhile, God hear your stupid prayers about the food you didn't prepare on your own.
That's right.
Like I told you to prepare.
That's crazy. Like the power to just part of the Red Sea couldn't feed you. Like you were too simple-minded to consider that. Like, oh, well, he did just kill all our enemies.
All of them.
Like he could probably feed us too. Like they didn't even consider that. They went to talking schmack first, to murmuring first.
The problem is that a lot of them probably didn't even want to get out of slavery.
Yeesh.
That's just like black niggas right now. You take some of these niggas out of slavery, don't let it be one black man that the Lord appointed to put you out of, deliver you out of captivity. What you're going to do is wait until you get out of captivity and start talking about, we would have been better off using our goddamn food stamps.
Right.
The white man gave me food. You ain't gave me nothing.
I would have been better with my bridge card.
That's what they going to say. The white man gave my daughter food. You ain't gave me a damn thing, cuz. Right. Imagine how they're going to be talking. They're going to sound stupid like that.
And yet they're not. And you know, they do it today. And they think they're talking against Commander GEN.YAHANNA. They think they're talking against General Muhammad, Captain Tazaria, Captain Katazar, the camp leaders around the world. That's who they think they're talking against when they call us a cult. But who they really talking against? The Most High.
Yeah, that's
the Most High takes this personal. The fifth commandment said, honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. But if you don't honor your mother and your father, and he killed you when you 17,
right?
Who killed you? The Most High.
Right.
So who was you dishonoring when you wouldn't listen to your mama, your grandmama, your daddy, your granddaddy? You was dishonoring the Most High.
Right.
Same thing with the people here. The same thing we see when we go into these streets every Saturday, every Friday. When we get down to Chicago, this is what we're going to see. We're going to see people come against us. Why? Because we say the white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And you're going to see people come against us. They think they're coming against us.
But they coming against
But they're not coming against me. I didn't write the book. You didn't write the book. Officer Khattab didn't write the book. You see what I'm saying? These are not our words.
Right.
These are not our words. This is the Most High over all the earth. He said, this is what it's going to be. He said, get out of Egypt. Moses said, okay, I'll get them out of there. Now they want to go off on Moses and Aaron, and the Most High just checked them and said, you're not even going off on them. You tripping on me.
Right? This is why the Lord gives you a swift rebuke. What's another hardcore one when he say something about rebuking, like extreme rebuke, or what's the exact words when it say? Sharp rebuke.
Yeah, something like that.
That's why you get sharp rebuke. You get checked hard. Because you need a hard checking because your brain is almost in a retardative state. Because why is it in a retardative state? The same people that hate, love the white man and talk to us about, hey man, y'all got hate in your heart. Them same people that talk about us saying something about the white man, They won't take that vaccine that white man created. They think the white man trying to kill them, but they love him at the same time.
At the same time.
Hey, man, y'all talking about the white man. All right, take the vaccine. Oh, hell no, man.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's how you stupid and you should shut up.
Exactly.
And follow the Bible. Let's get it.
And we say the same thing Moses said. Who are we?
Like he said, who are we
who
to?
Are we?
Say it again.
Who are we?
Salaki, let me find it.
And what are we that we murmur against us?
Who are you to be murmuring against the Lord?
No, so what are we? I'm a man just like you. Is that right? I'm a man. I just choose because of the brothers I run into to what? Obey the law, statute, and commandments. But you mad at me because I obey the law, statute, and commandments. These brothers teach me, raise me up, and now I'm obligated to what? Blow the horn, to speak aloud. But you murmuring against me when it's the Most High that made Phoenix go 18 days over 110 degrees every day. Yeah. It's the Most High that got half the earth right now on a heat wave, the other half of the earth drowning from too much rain. It's not us. It's not us. I couldn't have thought in my best mind to teach you not to sleep with your brother's wife.
Right.
I couldn't have thought that. I'm a human being. The Most High said that. So when I tell you that and you get mad at me telling you that, guess what? You get mad with the Most High. When you come against these officers, when you come against these camp leaders, you come against these generals, the Commander General Yahanna, you're not coming against men. You coming against the Most High. You understand? You coming against the Most High. And look at here. What you're doing is you asking the Most High to choose.
Right.
You don't want him to choose between you and his righteous servants. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. What you want to do is obey without any complaints. That's what you want to do.
Go ahead. Is that it?
That's it on that scripture.
That was the last word?
That was the last verse.
Yep.
Because we ain't nothing. We just men. You murmuring against us like we did this. I ain't have nothing to do with California having a damn 300-foot, watch this, fire tornado. Y'all remember that? Mm-hmm. Remember that fire? Come.
And so what we're going to do next week, we're going to get a little bit deeper into this because we... Oh, kind of. Next 3.
Zarak ban Yahawah ban Yasharala.
Zarak ban Yahawah ban Yasharala.
Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi.
Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 8 and verse 16 in the Hebrew.
Chapter 16, verse 8.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 16, verse 8 in the Hebrew. Wayamar, Mashah, Bath'ah, Yahawah, Lakam, Bara'ab, Bashar, Laka'al, Wallah, Walakam, Babakwa, Lashabai, Bashamai, Yahawah, Ath, Dalah, Nayath, Yakam, Ashar, Ahtham, Malah, Nayam, Ayawa, Anka, Nawa, Ma'a, La'a, Ayanwa, Dalah, Dalanath, Yakam, Kaya, Al, Yahawah. Verse 9. Wayamar, Mashah, Al, Aha, Ra'an, Amor, Al, Cal, Adath, Banya, Yasha'ala, Quarabath, Lapanya, Yahawah, Kaya, Shamar, the law not to come. Verse 10. Yahawah, Kadabar, Ahabra'an, Al, Ka'al, Adad, Banya, Yasha'ala, Waya, Panyawa, Al, Hamadabar, Wahana, Slug, Wahana, Kabawa'ad, Yahawah, Nawa'ah, Ba'a, Na'an, verse 11. Wayadabar, Yahawah, Al, Mashah, La'amar, verse 12. Shematyah, Talanath, Banya, Yasha'ala, Dabar, Alayam, La'amar, Bayan, Harab, Yawam, Ta'ak, Lawa, Bashar, Wabah, Bakwa, Tashabawa, Lakam, Wayadiatham, Kaya, Anya, Yahawah, Alahayakam, verse 13. Waya, Haya, Ba'arab, Wata'ayal, Hashalah, Watak, Sa'ai, Ath, Hamkana, Wabah, Bakwa, Hayatha, Shakabath, Wahal, Taba, Yabah, Slagya, Lamkana, verse 14. Wata'al, Shakabath, Hatalah, Wahanawa, Al, Panya, Hamdabar, Wadash, it's like a Dakwa, Makah, Sapas, Dakwa, Kakapar, Al, Haratazah, and that's up to verse 15 in Hebrew.
Exodus chapter 16, beginning at verse 8. And Moses said, This shall be when the Lord shall give you in the evening flesh to eat, and in the morning bread to the full, for that the Lord heareth your murmurings, which ye murmur against him.
You hear that? The Lord heard it. He said, yeah, he heard that S.U. was talking. He heard it. He heard it. Keep going.
And what are we? Your murmurings are not against us, but against the Lord.
And that's what we were just going over. We were just saying that, and the scripture just clearly said it. Like, you think you talking to Moses and Aaron because you can touch them, because they're the face, they're right in front of you. But they're only doing what the Most High said to do.
That's right.
They're only reading what he wrote, just like we do. We don't use our own words. We use his words. He says, thou shalt not. We say, thou shalt not. We're not like the Christian church that says, thou shalt not, but you can pick and choose which ones you want to do, though. Nah, if it says no, it's no. That's it.
Come.
And we ain't got to question that.
Come.
If I could, too.
Come.
If you could just pick you know what I'm saying, piggyback off the part where the Lord says that he heard the murmuring. He understood that they were murmuring, and he still was so merciful to give them food anyway. Even though he heard the murmuring. Like the murmuring, if you look up the word murmuring, it's like they talking about you in a bad way. And this what the children of Israel was doing towards Moses and Aaron and treating them as such. Murmuring because they came out of Egypt and they didn't understand how to even deal with that part right there because they so used to being a slave. You know what I mean?
No different than a child murmuring with their parents. Like the child don't understand nothing. The mother just told them, or the father just told them, hey, I need you to go out and take the trash. And now he murmuring, talking about my dad always want me to do this, blah, blah, blah. Knowing dang well, it's just like, well, if you don't take out the trash, we're going to get rats, bugs, and then we're going to have other issues. It could be a plethora of things, but even outside of all of that, because I told you so. Like, it shouldn't have to be an explanation for everything. And it's not even that deep. Like, you just seen him part a sea for you. Now, if he say jump, just jump. That's it. Why are you talking about everything in between? Go ahead. You had something out of one?
And then you murmuring because you don't got no understanding, just like the kid are murmuring because he don't got no understanding of why he should be taking the trash out. You don't have no understanding about what slavery you just got taken out of, what the Lord done did for you, or any of that.
And it's so heavy too, cause you know what I mean. Thinking about that point right there, you got to realize that the Lord say the children of Israel are stiff-necked and rebellious. So when you tell them the truth, when you tell them right from wrong, they are going to naturally rebel against it. And he said if he would have gave it to another nation, they would just accept it. But our people are stiff-necked and rebellious. This is how you know that we are the children of Israel. We are the Israelites. You go out there, you go on the streets, man, you say that, you know what I'm saying, the Lord loves blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. An Israelite is going to be the first one to rebel, not the white man. You know what I'm saying, not the Arabs. You know what I'm saying, not Africans. They not going to rebel so much because they know our history more than we do. You know what I mean?
Keep going.
Verse 9. And Moses spake unto Aaron, say unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, come near before the Lord, for he hath heard your murmuring.
Yeah, he heard that S.U. was talking. Yeah, he heard it. He heard all of it. When you thought you was whispering, when you was all like this and homegirl, he ain't really no God because he parted the sea, but he can't feed us. Like, he heard all of that. And like the Ottawa was saying, like, it's like he had to look at us as children, because it's just like, after I just did that, you gonna talk against me and my carnality, I'd have wiped you out. That's me. That's my carnality. But the Most High is a good father.
That's right.
He's very just.
He's a good father. So he understood. You know what? They don't know no better. You know, I'm gonna give him some grace. I'm gonna give him a second chance. But I'm gonna give them rules, and let's see if they abide by it.
And if I could, that's so heavy too, because like the Most High, you talking about a power that's absolutely dangerous and very destructive. Like the Most High is not a game. He's not nothing to play with. The Lord say he kill and he make alive.
That's right.
And you playing with a power like that, you playing with a power that absolutely killed all of your enemies and wiped them out because they was coming after you. For you to even try to talk back and murmur is kind of a mental disorder you got going on. You got some type of cognitive dissonance going on in your brain to even go against this type of power. And for him to not even kill you then, it shows you how merciful he really is.
Because you see other stories in the scripture where people were murmuring and they got dealt with immediately. Who was the wives that was murdered against? Was that Abraham's wife and they turned her leprous or something like that?
That was Moses.
That was Moses' sister. She was murmuring against it.
That was swift. Like, you know what? I heard that and I'm dealing with it right then and there. You know? But in our heads, it's like, man, well, he didn't do it right then and there. So do we have the leeway to keep bumping our gums? But like you said, it's literally a mental disorder because it makes no sense. Like I literally just seen a wall of water on both sides.
If I could, America is church addicts. America is full of church addicts. You heard of crack addicts? You heard of crack addicts? America is full of church addicts. You see, they used to first day of the week Sabbaths.
Right.
They used to Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, birthdays, Easter, and Christmas, Thanksgiving. They used to getting something that feels good out of sinning as they bow to our oppressor. They sin to please our oppressor, you see. And the oppressor rewards them with good feelings. And so therefore, what? They lost right now. They getting their beer and their weed now. You see that? They getting their beer and their weed. And what we come along with, this cult called the I.S.U.P.K. under Commander General Yohanna, come along and say, quit smoking weed, quit smoking cigarettes, quit sleeping with your brother's wife, start obeying the law, statute, commandments, keep the Sabbath, quit making people work on Saturdays just so you can make that extra $500-600 because you got your own little business. That's what we've come along to do. That's what and what it is preparing them to come up out of Egypt again, to come up out of Babylon again. You see, but even now, just like before, they say, "Oh, you gonna kill us like you killed that Egyptian?"
Right.
You see that? So they want to come against us because we don't tolerate the oppressor's way of doing things, and we choose to obey and to teach obedience to the law, statute, commandments of the Most High.
And they soft as baby poop too.
Say it
I
again.
just thought about that. They soft as baby poop because, like, you want to come against some people that's standing on your team, but as soon as a white cop shoots or an unarmed black man, you pull out your phone. You don't do nothing more than pull out your phone. But you extra tough though. You extra militant. But you watch as we are destroyed on a daily basis, and you say, well, I'm gonna just live my life. I'm gonna do me. Like that ain't affecting me. I'm looking at something down the line. Like, you got kids, I don't want my kids to be in a world like this. So if I don't want that to happen, that means I got to change it. I can't change it on my own. I need a power to change it. And that power says, thou shalt not. So guess what I'm going to do? Not.
That's right.
Like, it's simple as that.
No other reason.
You tell me, hey, this is how you win. You follow me. And I didn't see what you can do. Why wouldn't I just do that? And don't get it twisted. We understand that it's not magic. Like,
That's
you
right.
just don't come into this and don't have no temptations, like you all good, you ain't got no worries. Nah, you gonna have some temptations. But the whole point is, you stay in that brotherhood, they ain't gonna let you drop that sword.
That's right.
You gonna keep swinging. And you gonna see, slowly but surely, see your enemies just fall right at your feet. They're not gonna be problems no more.
Right.
At all. Cause oh man, all I had to do was listen.
That's right.
Obey.
Yep. And that comes with one word, and it's a very root UPK word that we use: discipline.
That's right.
Right.
You gotta be disciplined, man. You can't get nowhere in life without it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a servant of the Lord, you want to be a servant of the Most High, you have to be disciplined. You have to discipline your flesh for that, man. You understand? You can't just be any type of thing and, you know what I'm saying, going about your old ways and things like that and feel that you're going to be able to handle the task that the Lord give you. It never happened. They don't even mix together. All right, keep going.
Verse 10. And it came to pass, as Aaron spake unto the whole congregation of the children of Israel, that they looked toward the wilderness, and behold, the glory of the Lord appeared in the clouds. 11.
Salaki, real quick. That's what, in my head, my ignorance of Christianity, that in my head, I'm chastising the children of Israel for. And that was at the time, I'm thinking I was a Gentile. Right? No, that was you, bro. That was me. Like, they literally see the glory of the Most High.
That's right.
Yet you still would turn your back. Time and time, as soon as something don't go your way, now you want to murder. Now you want to question. That don't make no sense. But I'm not putting them on them like I wasn't there. I've done it. Like, I know my goal every day is to be perfect, to be sinless. And it's going to take a fight, a battle. And the only way you're going to win that fight or that battle is if you keep swinging. You can't give up and be like, you know what? I can't do this. It ain't going to happen. Well, then just lay down and die then if that's the case. But that's not us. We got something to build, and it's a kingdom that the Most High has set for us.
That's right.
And that's our duty. And it's going to come to happen. It's going to come to fruition.
Yeah, I'm right.
Keep going.
Verse 11, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, verse 12, I have heard the murmurings of the children of Israel. Speak unto them, saying, at even ye shall eat flesh, and in the morning ye shall be filled with bread, and ye shall know that I am the Lord your God.
So he done gave them bread and meat. Like, he didn't just get, oh, let me give him some bread and water. I'm gonna give him some meat too. Let me give him some flesh. Like, and at this point, it's just like, why are you still questioning this man? And it's the same thing we do today when we fall back into the sins that we just got on. To me, that's questioning. Because he just got you out. You seen that that's not the path that you should go down.
That's right.
Why am I stealing from this brother? Why am I stealing from this sister? Why am I making whores out of all of these women out here? Telling them whatever they want to hear just so I can get the goods and then I'm gone. Why am I doing that?
So lucky if I could.
Here's one of the things that it doesn't seem like it, but here's a real warning in this. I have heard the murmurings of the children of Israel, speaking to them, saying, at evening ye shall eat flesh, and in the morning bread, and ye shall know that I am the Lord your God. This is Egypt all over again.
Yeah.
The children of Israel, you're going to know that the Lord, the Most High, the Lord, the God of Israel, speaks through the I.S.U.P.K. You're gonna know that. If you haven't figured it out, look at all the. I've been around a few years, and I look at all the alphabet so-called fake Israelite groups that don't exist no more or disappeared. I look at all the Christian stuff they tried that's gone awry and gone astray. I look at one of the best statistics I hear. Every Christian church in America lost somebody to the COVID plague. You know how many brothers, sisters died in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge from the COVID? Not a one, according to our records. Not a one.
That's right.
Millions upon millions of people died worldwide. The I.S.U.P.K. is worldwide. Not what the Lord didn't kill anybody with the COVID in the I.S.U.P.K. during the pandemic, but other folks. And in fact, I saw brothers, and I might be guilty of this too, running around like, why we can't get the COVID? People getting off from work, they're getting 7 days off. We couldn't catch the COVID if we tried.
And our doors stayed open.
We didn't, we ran around, no masks, all that. It wasn't that we tried the Lord. It was just that it didn't come near us. It say 1,000 will fall around you, but what? It won't come nigh unto you. You see, this is the Most High God. This is the Most High over all the earth that's dealing with Moses. And guess why this is so important? I love the brothers keep going back to this, because you are in Egypt again.
All over again.
You are in Egypt again. I got to ask a question last night to the general when he was on Cross the Line. I say, back in Egypt, the question I asked was, back in Egypt, They feared that Israel, us, would team up with Egypt's enemy if push came to shove. And that's why they put us in captivity. I asked the question, is that the same thing going on today? Commanding General Yohanna said, absolutely. Absolutely. They've always feared that if we ever woke up to the law, statute, commandments, this is what your enemy fears. If you wake up, black man and black woman, so-called Hispanic man, so-called Native American man, you wake up and decide, the second you wake up and decide to obey the law, statute, commandments of the Most High, America is done. It's over. It's over. It's over. So they really don't want us obeying the law, statute, commandment. They want us out here at the strip club. They want us to turn our women into hoes. They want us to turn our brothers into drug dealers and drug addicts, right? Why? Because we'll be against the Most High, we'll be against the laws and statutes, and He won't help us. They know, they've read the records, and they know and are afraid that if enough of us start obeying these laws, statutes, commandments, the Most High gonna step up off His throne and start dealing with y'all, not like a man though. He's going to reason with rest of the world for His people.
And you see how all through Exodus, how He pleads with people. He pleads through death. He will take you out.
Right.
Like, you know how many plagues that was in Egypt? Right. Anytime you have a power that says, you know what, I'm going to take all your firstborn.
I'm just killing them all.
They're done. Like, why would you still play with a power like that? Keep going. Read that.
Come. Verse 13. And it came to pass that at even the quails came up and covered the camp. And in the morning the dew lay round about the host. Verse 14. And when the dew that lay was gone up, behold, upon the face of the wilderness there lay a small round thing, as small as a hoard of frost on the ground.
Look up that word, hoard. Oh, a bowl of basil.
Salaki?
It's that HOAR.
Come on,
hoard of frost. That's like a bowl or a basil.
Come.
Okay.
You said like a bowl?
Yeah.
Like a bowl, like a cotton bowl. A bowl of cotton.
No, like I guess like a bowl, like a cup, like a vessel or something like that.
It's like this. When you grow cotton.
You just look it up.
Yeah. When you grow cotton, when you
He
say a
just
bowl.
looked it up. Let him read the definition. Salaki.
Kadawakai, Strong's definition, properly a cover, implication, tank word. White frost or covering the ground, basin, pour frost. The outline of biblical usage is bowl, basin, frost. It is used 9 times.
It's frost. Pour frost is the frost on the ground.
So if you don't really know it, you know what I'm saying? Again, you just ask a question. You know what I'm saying? To the generals, of course. You just skip that, all right? One thing we don't do, we'll never teach something that we don't know. Ever. Period. You know what I'm saying? If we don't know it, you know what to do. Ask questions in class and make sure you get the answers.
Come. That was the end of it right there.
In the 14.
Come.
You can close it off if you want to. No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, just to put this in perspective, we gotta understand that these stories aren't stories that just pertain to back then. This is relative to today.
Right.
I see myself in these scriptures as well, because it's been times where I know, hey, bro, you shouldn't be a drunkard. You shouldn't mess with this female that you know dang well she got another man.
Right.
And in my head, it's like one of those things where it's just like, well, have I gotten in trouble for it before? So it's like there's temptations that you come around, but the whole goal is not to fall for those temptations, because you don't benefit from that. You benefit from obedience.
Right.
It's not like the Most High won't take something from you and then bless you 10 times fold, because that's what He's about. Like that sacrifice, yeah, like He owns everything. He doesn't need our doves, our bulls, our lambs,
That's
none
right.
of that. He wants a broken and contrite heart. He wants obedience from you. And if you give him that obedience, guess what?
Go ahead.
If you give him that obedience, and guess what? He will be a good father to you. And just like you've seen him do and take care of the children of Israel, why don't you think he'd do that for you? He slain all their enemies for them. And then, like, if you remember last week, he slain the enemies in the way that the on-site, the bystanders, the Edomites and the other group that was around just witnessing it, they were scared too. Like, they were scared like a deer in the headlights. Like, man, let's let these people walk through, pass safely, because we seen what their power just did to the Egyptians. But in our head, we want to rely on Donald Trump and his stimulus checks. We want to rely on Biden. We want to rely on the Democratic Party and all of their welfare. Right. When all of that is a goal to keep you here under them. When the Most High is saying, you know what? Follow me, and I'm gonna put you in your land. You'll be the first class citizen. You'll be the head. They'll be they'll be under you. And we're like, no, I'm used to this. I don't mind this 3 hots in the car. I ain't gotta worry. I just gotta wake up, hit these license plates, and they gonna feed me 3 times.
This the heavy part too. What you're saying? Basically, Israelites choose small trinkets over an actual blessing from the Most High, just having your own, having your own government established, having your own land, having, you know what I'm saying, not have to worry about, you know what I'm saying, high rent, high bills, you know what I'm saying, high car notes and stuff like that. But instead, the majority of Israelites would rather choose little small trinkets over a huge blessing.
Right. And this is how they choose it. They say, do I get cussed out, called a nigger, and get food stamps, or create my own food and don't have to get cussed out and called a nigger? All right, I'll just get called a nigger and get free food. Get cussed out all over the earth on TV. Have my women running around naked and the men running around homosexuals and get locked up in prison. But at least I get free food and I ain't got to work for it.
I want free food and Section 8 rent.
Because the scriptures say the harvest is plenteous, meaning the kingdom of heaven is at hand, but the laborers are few. Don't nobody want to work for the kingdom.
Right.
I'm going to just pray to God, pray to the invisible God in the closet, and say God knows my heart, which he know your heart, he know you're a damn sinner.
Right.
He's going to put you to death. Yeah. He know your heart. That don't mean he like your heart. Now, I don't understand that. They say that all the time, like, God knows my heart. Yeah, he does.
Right.
Like he approved of that bull.
That he like your heart.
Exactly.
He's going to kill you. My brother would say.
Like Epstein, like that island full of pedophilia. It's just like, you didn't think that the Most High knew Epstein's heart? Yeah, he knew it. It was wicked. And I think, ain't that the rest of the verse? It's like, it's wicked, and who can know it above all measure?
Right.
Oh, the heart is wicked.
Desperately
wicked and deceitful above all things. Who can know it?
So yeah, he knew your heart was wicked.
Desperately wicked and deceitful.
Desperately wicked. Like you.
We don't know whether you're going to run away or not.
Right. But I mean, you making a
snake.
Then he
That's
said,
how the snake moves. He moves one way, moves the other. He is serpent.
you don't know which way you're going to go.
Yeah.
But that desperately wicked, it's just like you clawing to be wicked. You making all types of provisions. You making plans. Like, I'm going to wake up tomorrow. I'm going to rob him. I'm going to buy this drug. I'm going to sell it to them. I'm going to handle her. It's like you desperately, that's all that's on your mind. Wickedness.
And he said, deceitful above all things. Now here's one of the funniest things about deceit. In order for you to be deceived, you have to be ignorant. The second that you notice something, you're no longer deceived.
You choose it at that point.
Your own self
You choose
yourself.
Now, if you choose to deceive yourself, you just choosing to believe a lie. You know it's a lie, you believe in it. You don't listen to the priests and prophets of the I.S.U.P.K under Commander General Yohanna. You done heard the law, statute, commandments. You done listen to, and you still decide to go buy.
That's a
some
demon.
chitlins.
That's more so of a demon, more so than anything. That's
I'm a con.
like a lustful demon, something you need help with.
You know
what I mean?
It's
That
not
controls you.
necessarily- It's not necessarily the heart is deceitfully and it's deceiving somebody else. It's deceiving you.
You.
Right.
The demon.
The heart is deceiving you because you'll be like, well, man, Christmas coming around. You know, it's just for the kids.
Right.
That stupid voice that you think is God inside of your head,
That's a
it's a
demon.
deceiver. It's a devil that's you. Oh, man, it's just for the kids. I'm going to give them something today, which I haven't been doing nothing for these kids in 364 days. But today, it's Christmas, man. I don't want to celebrate it, but my wife,
Right.
you know how it is.
Oh, man.
That's the excuse. You know how it is. God don't know how it is.
That's a demon, and that's Satan in your mind, and that's Satan. If you're not strong, you're not mentally tough, and you're not willing to fight, you know what I'm saying, what's in your mind, you'll always be succumb to Satan.
That's
You know what I'm saying? Say you're going to hear that little voice in your head like, I should probably do this thing right here. And it's absolutely wrong.
He got you.
He got you.
Not hurting anybody.
Right.
Done. you cooked. Go ahead. Any more on that?
That's it on that.
That's it on that. Go ahead. Close it up.
All right. So we're gonna pick this up next week. Of course, same time next week.
Verse 15.
We're gonna start at verse 15.
Make
next
sure you
week.
write that down or something, or put it in your phone.
Bit of Israel Majid.
La Yasha Allah.
Amayim, that means to stand.
Salute the scroll.
Oh, select.
We're gonna salute the scroll.
Gotta read them directions.
Come.
Let's read. See read what. What's next?
We're gonna salute the scroll. Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi.
Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi.
Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Barak.
Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi Barak.
Sound praise.
Upon Aquadam, that means face the east. Repeat after me the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayah. Shamka. Yahawah. Malachwaka. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Baratazah. Kawa. Hayah. Bashemayim. Nathan Lanawa. Lakham. Ka. Yawam. Wasalat now. Kabawat now. Kasalat now. Kabawat ya now. Wala'ah.
Tabayanawa.
Tabyanawa.
Banasaya 1.
Banasaya 1.
Abol.
Abal.
Hawashanawa.
Hawashanawa.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Ra.
Ra.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwa.
Hamalakwa.
Waha'ala.
Waha'ala.
Wahata Pa'arath.
Wahata Pa'arath.
La'awalamya.
La'awalamya.
Amen.
Amen.
The Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahawah,
Yahawah.
thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done
Thy will be done
in earth
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread,
our daily bread.
and forgive us our debts
Forgive us our debts
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Hakach, the power in the Hebrew, Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Bahasham Yahawashi.
Bahasham Yahawashi.
Babakusha.
Babakusha.
Nathan Lanawa.
Nathanlanawa.
Hakach.
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 La Rapa'ah.
Larapa'ah.
Kal Makala.
Kal Makala.
Wakal Malawa.
Kal Malawa.
Hakach.
Hakach.
Latahar.
Latahar.
Hamatazari.
Hamatazari.
Hakach.
Hakach.
La Hakwayam.
Lahakwayam.
Hamatyam.
Hamathim.
Hakach.
Hakach.
Al Rakawat.
Al Rakawat.
Hatama'ala.
Hatama'ala.
Lagarshan.
Lagarshan.
Bahasham Yahawashi.
Bahasham Yahawashi.
The water Aman.
The water Aman.
Hakash the power in the English. Yahawah.
Yahawah.
In the name Yahawashi.
In the name Yahawashi.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahawashi.
In the name of Yahawashi.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
Blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahawah Yahawashi.
Barakatah Yahawah Yahawashi.
Wa Matyala.
Wa Matyala.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
Matazabia.
Matazabia.
Alawat Yahanna.
Alawat Yahanna.
Ha Alawabian.
Ha Alawabian.
Ha Saranyan.
Ha Saranyan.
Ha Kwatazanyan.
Ha Kwatazanyan.
Ha Kaya Yala.
Ha Kakayo.
Salaki. Ha Kakaya.
Ha Kakayo.
Wa Awafian.
Wa Awafian.
Yahawah Bahasham.
Yahawah Bahasham.
Yahawashi.
Yahawashi.
The water Aman.
The water Aman.
The blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahawah.
Bless you, Yahawah.
And Yahawashi.
And Yahawashi.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commander GEN.YAHANNA.
Commander GEN.YAHANNA.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
In the name Yahawashi.
In the name Yahawashi.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Ahahayim.
Ahahayim.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Azariah.
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 Ma'ayim.
Ma'ayim.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Ashah.
Ashah.
Shemaiah.
Shemaiah.
Wa'aratazah.
Wa'aratazah.
Al-Yathan.
Al-Yathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hannah.
Hannah.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasharala.
Yasha'ala.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al-Yah.
Al-Yah.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Yavamam.
Yavamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
Laha.
La'ah.
Salaki. La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Balayala.
Balayala.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makarad.
Makarad.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Afnapashta.
Afnapashta.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'afka.
Taza'afka.
Wabawa'aka.
Wabawa'aka.
Mayatha.
Mayatha.
Wa'ai awalam.
Wa'ai awalam.
Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes
I will lift up my eyes
unto the hills.
Unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahawah.
My help cometh from Yahawah,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee shall not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold, he that keepeth Yashar'Allah,
He that keepeth Yashar'Allah
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy keeper.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
Yahweh shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
and thy coming in.
From this time forth
From this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Damayalaka.
Al-Takarash.
Al-Takarash.
Wa al-Tashakwat.
Al-Tashakwas.
All. Kayahana.
GEN.YAHANNA.
Awayabika.
I.S.U.P.K.
Yahama Yawan.
Yahamaywan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Amyaka.
Am'amika.
Ya'ara Yamwa.
Ya'ara Yamwa.
Sawadah.
Sawadah.
Wayatha.
Wayatha.
Ya'atazawa.
Ya'atazawa.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Al-Tazapawanyaka.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakakira.
Wanakakira.
Magoya.
Magoya.
Wala'a.
Wala'a.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yashar'Allah.
Sham Yahawah.
Awada.
Awada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa Atazawa.
Nawa Atazawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Al-Yakad.
Al-Yakad.
Bayawat. Salakia. Bayat.
Baryat.
Yakaratha.
Yakaratha.
Al-Haya.
Al-Haya.
Al-Alam.
Al-Alam.
Washama.
Wayashama.
Salakia. Wayashama.
Wayashama.
Al-Yam.
Al-Yam.
Yeshabia.
Yeshabia.
Salakia.
Mawa
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagayim.
Wahagari.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalak.
Palashat.
Palashat.
I'm Yeshabia.
I'm Yeshabia.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Gam Ashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Armam.
Amam.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Zarawat.
Zarawat.
Labanya Lamwat.
Labanya Lawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha Laham.
Ashalaham.
Kamadyam.
Kamadyam.
Kasiyah. Salakia. Kasiyah Sara'at.
Kasiyah Sara'at.
Kayabyam.
Kayabyam.
Barakah.
Barakah.
Kwayashwan.
Kwayashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashamadwa.
Ba'ayam Da'ara.
Ba'ayam Da'ara.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Damam.
Damam.
La'adama.
La'adama.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Nada.
Nada.
Yamadwa.
Not a Yadma.
Nadayabmawa.
Nadayabmawa.
Kayara.
Kayara.
Wakaza'aba.
Wakaza'aba.
Wakazabak.
Wakazabak.
Wakatazal.
Wakatazal.
Mana'ad.
Mana'ad.
Kab Nasa Yakamwa.
Kab Nasa Yakamwa.
Ashar.
Ashar.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Naya Rashad.
Naya Rashad.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Ah. Nayawa.
Nayawa.
Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Alahayat.
Alahayat.
Shayatamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Kagogula.
Kagogula.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya Rawakwash.
Lapanya Rawakwash.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
Taba'ira Ya'ira.
Taba'ira Ya'ira.
Wakal Lahaba.
Wakalahaba.
Talahat.
Talahat.
Haryayam.
Haryayam.
Kamteradakma.
Kamteradakma.
Basa Irika.
Basa Irika.
Wabasa.
Wabasa.
Wapapka.
Wapapka.
Tabahalam.
Tabahalam.
Mala'ad.
Mala'ad.
Panyaham.
Panyaham.
Kwalawam.
Kwalawam.
Waya Bakwashwa.
Waya Bakwashwa.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Yabashwa.
Yabashwa.
Waya Wayab.
Why behold?
Waya Bahawah.
Why behold?
Ayah.
Waya Kapawa.
Waya Kapari.
Waya Abadwa.
Waya Abadwa.
Waya the Iwa.
Waya the Iowa.
Kaya Af.
Kaya Apa.
Kaya atha.
Kaya Atha.
Kaya atha.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahawah.
Yahawah.
Labaka.
Labaka.
Alawam.
Iowa.
Alka Ha'aratazah.
Al-Kahar. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence,
O Yahawah.
O Yahawah.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace,
And be not still.
and be not still.
O Yahawah.
O Yahawah.
For lo,
lo,
thy enemies make a tumult,
thy enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate thee
and they that hate thee
have lifted up the
have
head.
lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people,
and consorted against thy hidden
and
ones.
consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come, and let us cut them off
let us cut them off
from being a nation,
from being a nation,
that the name of
that
Yasha'Allah
the name of Yahshua
shall be no more remembered.
shall be no more remembered.
For they have consorted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against you.
The tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of Edom,
the Ishmaelites
the Ishmaelites
of Moab,
of Moab,
the Hagareans,
the Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Baal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the
the
Philistines,
Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur also is joined with them.
Ashur also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them,
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of
at
Kizon,
the brook of Kizon,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They become as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red,
Make their nobles like a rib,
and like Zeb,
and like Z,
yea,
yea,
all their princes,
all their princes,
as Zeba,
as Zeba,
and as Zalmunna,
and as Zalmunna,
who said,
let
let us take to ourselves
us take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh in possession.
the houses of Yahweh for possession.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
as a fire burneth the wood,
as a fire burneth the wood,
as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempest,
with thy tempest,
and make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded,
and troubled
in trouble,
forever.
forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame,
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
whose name that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
are the most high
are the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
So,
So,
is there anybody in the audience that wants to be anointed? If not, with that being said, we're going to go ahead and close out the Sabbath service.
Call this slack it. Just take that right there. Slack it. That's good. All right. Go ahead, call it.
Amina Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak,
Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi.
Say Yajmatah.
Yajmatah.
Saw.
So we're going to give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Amina Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak,
Yahawah Shamar Bahasham Yahawashi.
So just repeat after us. Say Yahawah, Shamar, ahthan, Bahasham Yahawashi. Most High in Christ.
And just so you know, since that just means
The what?
ask it.